Hey there, welcome to Consult the Blind Guy. My name is Andrew, and in today's episode, we're doing a interview with a special guest. Today's series is on why do you do what you do. It's greatly appreciated that you're here. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can stay updated on the latest videos, live streams, and more. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. I hope you enjoy today's episode.
This is what I really trying to come back, start something new, build up yourself, it's all to you. Stay strong no matter what they say. You keep getting better every day. Hold your head up, never gonna stop. Fierce and proud, stand up and shout. Stand my ground.
Hello, hi Andrew.
Hey Diana, how are you?
Good, thanks for having me as a guest.
No problem. Thank you for being on today. It's greatly appreciated.
Okay. Let me turn up. I'm turning up the volume a little bit. Okay, so I can hear you better. Okay, wait.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, yes. I just had to turn it up a little bit. Yep.
All right. For those of you who don't know, this is Diana from Artfully Blind with Diana.
Yes, I'm an art channel.
Pull up my questions here. All right. If you would, Diana, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I'm a part-time YouTuber, part-time Etsy shop owner, and part-time artist, and full-time retirement. I retired early from 25 years of teaching. 25 years in the art education field teaching, and after 25 years of service, it came together just to be able to retire at the age that I did. Things just worked out that way, and so that's how I'm staying busy with all those things I'm doing.
Nice. All right. When did you start doing content or videos?
Yeah, November 2015.
Wow, you've been doing it for a little while now.
Yeah, 5 years.
When did you actually start your channel?
It's the same date, November 2015. I was never a person that watched YouTube, or did I think I did? Oh yes, I did. I under another channel. I was just a viewer. I was just getting education videos for my students. I would just look up a lot of art education videos. And I forget when I started doing that, but for me to start creating my own content, that was November 2015 also.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Why did you start your channel?
Okay, so I started a blog. I think for some reason I got inspired by, I think I saw another art educator blog, and I was inspired to start an art education, an art kind of blog. It could have been art for artists. No, it was not actually. I started a couple blogs. One was an art education blog. One was a blog for fine art, my own art, and also interviewing fine artists. But it was very hard. I couldn't get any people on any viewers for the blog. So I got a blogging coach, and that person said, you need to make a video for every blog you make. You need to incorporate a video, because he said video is like the way, the up and coming. Well, I don't know, up and coming, like it's whatever. People like to consume content, reading, different ways, video and reading. So in a blog, he said it's very important to include a video, and I had never created videos before. So starting November 29th is, that's not when I started my blog, but November 29th is when I started my content creator YouTube channel and made my first video in November November 2015. Because yeah, that's right. So that it would be incorporated into my blogs. And then I ended up liking making videos better than blogging after just a couple months.
Nice. All right, before we go on here, let's see who we have with us today. Jaden Saw, thank you
Hi,
for being
Jaden.
here. Greatly appreciated.
And he said
Aaron
I
Waller.
noticed he shared it out. Thanks for sharing it out, Jaden.
Aaron Waller, what's going on, bruh? Thanks for being here. Just Samson, bruh, what's going on? CK's Antics. Hey, sister, thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate the shout out on your video. Greatly appreciated. Samson, it always seems like you're driving, but it's funny because Samson's always ready to pull over to deal with some trolls.
Really?
Oh yeah, he just waits. He's like, trolls? Tasty.
I know somebody like that too. I do not like dealing with trolls. Nope.
Nope, I don't blame you there. That's why I've been made an admin, or well, a moderator for a few different people and an administrator in a couple different groups because they know I'll handle them. All right, next question I got for you is, why did you pick the name for your channel?
Well, first I started off with Artfully Yours with Diana, and I don't know how I came up with that name. Actually, I just was playing around with names, and I can't even remember the other names I was considering, and I don't know how I came up on that one. But recently I changed my name to Artfully Blind with Diana because I was talking to a friend who's kind of, knows a lot about YouTube, and he's recommended a name change. It's more descriptive of who I am, since I am legally blind, and it's more descriptive of who I am to make it Artfully Blind with Diana, when it used to be Artfully Yours. And then even when I came up with Artfully Blind with Diana, I was toying with the idea of awesome blind art, awesome blind art, or no, blind, like totally changing the wording of it. And my friend kind of liked the word awesome. I don't know. He has a bunch of YouTube channels that have the word awesome in it. He just is a big fan of the word awesome. Anyway, so I thought that was too big of a change for me. And I asked friends for advice. What did they think about me changing I was afraid to change the name at first. I mean, it took me a while. It took about a month toying with the idea, getting used to the idea, and then finally changing my name to like expose myself that I am blind and stuff. That was kind of scary, to that everywhere I go, they're going to see, oh, she's blind. Okay, she's blind. And my friend said that they thought that would create curiosity for my channel, that it would make them want to maybe check out my channel. It would create curiosity. He thought that would be a good thing for that. But also, I was so afraid of exposing myself as, okay, everybody's gonna know now I'm blind. I'm not gonna hide. I can't hide it. With my level of legal blindness, which is high functioning low vision, it is an invisible to everybody looking at me. It's an invisible disability. I don't walk with a cane or anything, and I don't need to, and but it's weird. I can't see the eye chart. I can't understand. I don't understand how my vision works the way it does.
Oh, I totally can relate to that. I don't use my cane unless I'm out in the public more often.
Oh yeah. But I have not found the need for it, even though I belong to my local blind association, and they would say, "Do you want mobility training? Do you want mobility training?" And I say, no, but I don't know. I just don't really. I guess it's unusual. I just don't have the need for it, but I do have the need for other, like of course, other things that when I read, then people know that I have a problem because I can't. I have to read with a magnifying glass. Glasses. I do have glasses, but I still have to hold things right up to my face to see them. I don't have any glasses that help me with distance. There's no glasses that help me with distance. If I want to see really something like a sign or something, I need to use a monocular lens, which I have a monocular lens from my eye doctor. And but nothing helped me for like that's for middle distance and like watching the TV and stuff that there's glasses don't help me with distance. They only help me with close up. If I want to totally use my hands, like making jewelry sometimes, that helps me because it totally frees up. I don't have to use my magnifying glass and I can freeze up my hands. And I still have to hold things right here to see it, to read or to see what I'm doing. It gives me no distance.
Yeah, I can totally understand that. The last time I went into the eye doctors a couple years ago, they told me I could possibly get one more pair, and then after that, it's pointless.
But yours help you with distance?
No, they just clear stuff up enough to where I can see a little bit more clearly because I've got two different depth perceptions and cataracts and glaucoma and astigmatism. So I deal with all kinds of different crap for my eyesight, and the majority of what my glasses do is just make things a little bit more sharp and
I see.
finer detailed rather than having the blur. Unfortunately, I'm not looking forward to the day that they say I can't have another pair of glasses.
Yeah. I can understand that.
Right, we already heard a little bit about it, but can you explain a little bit more about what your channel is about and what your content is?
Yes, it's an art channel, and I've done a lot of art. I've actually over the 5 years created 500 plus videos, and that includes a lot of live streams. And I've been live streaming for a year and a half now. Even though my channel's 5 years old, the first 4 years it's all videos, and then I started live streaming a year and a half ago, and so lots of live painting. Like a lot of those live streams were me, people watching me paint live, and sometimes challenging me, make it fun, and they could challenge me what to paint. But I mean, my channel's it's an art channel where I have a lot of art tutorials, art demonstrations, speed draws, speed paints. I also do iPad digital art. I'm a multimedia artist, so I work with many different mediums, and iPad digital art's one of them, but mixed media, painting, and art journaling. So I do art tutorials, plus sometimes it's just a demo. Like I said, speed painting, speed draw. I don't draw. Yeah, if I draw, mainly it's speed painting. Not. I don't do a lot of speed drawing, and now on my live streams I have guest artists. So I have guest artists on my live streams, and I was doing a guest artist on Wednesday and a guest artist on Fridays, but now I've canceled Wednesday for a while, maybe for a month, and then the guest artist on Friday has been a regular guest artist, the same guest artist every Friday for a year now, and then I do channel shout outs and reviews as a live stream also on Tuesday and Wednesday mornings. But that's not the focus of my channel. So it's an art channel. And then I did a poll recently because I really want to be strategic about the next video that I do. What I really want to make it a strong video that people are going to have interest in. And I'm really thinking a lot about what my next video will be about. So I did a poll, which was very recently, and I asked them, what do you want to see? An art tutorial on my community tab, an art tutorial, and a vlog, a day in the life vlog, or behind the scenes. And and the vote, the winning vote was for a day in the life vlog, and I've never done a personal vlog before. And then I got a good response. Where I got tons of really positive comments on, they really want to see another personal day in the life vlog again. I didn't get a ton of views. I only got 58 views, but I got such good response on my comments. The people that did view it really like it, and they do want to see like maybe a day in the life vlog once or twice a month or something I might start doing. And so I got a really good response from that. But that's apart from the art, but it could include art, because in that day in the life, I showed them, I said, okay, now I'm going to be painting for the next few hours. And then I showed them the finished painting. And in my upcoming vlog, I'm actually going to show a little bit of myself painting outside, because it was really nice weather. And so it will include some art. My vlogging could include, art also. And I do kind of want to become do art inspirational. I'm thinking in that direction. Somehow combining art, like being inspiration and art, like doing maybe quick videos that are like art inspirational. But I want to branch out from doing just tutorials. I was thinking of things like 5 ways to develop your own style, your own art style.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I have a list. I did brainstorming, and so I have a whole list of that. Was one of them. 5 things that are art related, that not necessarily art tutorials, are kind of I'm trying to look for in the direction of.
Nice. I got a whole stack of stuff for recommendations from viewers and friends, and then I've got my own brain dump of ideas that I had and suggestions from family and things like that.
So you want to take a poll, though, right? What the most popular would be?
You don't necessarily have to. You can pick something that you think your audience might like.
Yeah.
Like I periodically do polls to see what my audience might be interested in, but I use it only as a reference. I don't necessarily give them full control. I'll take that idea and put it into a list for like a poll and be like, okay, we'll see how many of you respond to each of the answers. And then I'll go, okay, well, for instance, like the other day when I did my poll and you came back with, hey, I need help with Teespring. The other day I went through and I did a tutorial just for you to be able to post this coming week, to be able to answer your question. And then I further went into doing a tutorial on actually how to use Teespring for the following week.
So, you were able to find an answer to that, how to look up a customer?
Yep.
The customer name? Oh,
yep.
Okay.
I got all that. It'll be released on Monday.
Okay, Monday.
In fact, I will give you the link after today's interview. That way you can see it before everybody else sees it.
Oh, okay. That's nice. Thank you.
No problem. You're the one that inspired that video, so I'll let you see it before everybody else does.
Okay.
Hey, Leah, great to see you here. Greg, nice to see you as well. Vikachu, how are you? All right, next question I got for you, Diana, is if you could give one piece of advice to another content creator, what would it be?
Yes, I would say okay, well, first of all, you didn't, in the question, it doesn't say who wants to start YouTube. You just say start content creation, and that could be like the platform of Instagram, that could be the platform of Facebook, Twitch, right? I automatically thought of YouTube, though, but then later when I looked at the question, I'm like, oh, he didn't necessarily say YouTube. He just said content creation, and that could be on one of many platforms.
Yep. Well,
but for me, it is YouTube. Yeah, that's where I I basically stay on YouTube. So for content creation to me means being on YouTube. So being on YouTube, the advice I would have is that let your channel grow organically on the strength of the content, and then really always trying to make your videos and live streams better and better. And you really should not do sub for sub. You should let your, well, there was something else I was going to add to that. On the, I've done different kinds of collaborations, and some of the collaborations helped my channel grow, others didn't. Like the collaborations where we do a video hop, that's really cool. Like when artists get together and we plan and organize a video hop around a theme, and then the day and time is set, and then it's a list. Like the organizer puts a list in the description box, and then a view to video hop. I guess you don't have to video hop. I mean, most people video hop like during the time frame that is the organizer puts, but I guess you could video hop at any time. But then most people have during that certain time frame video hop from one video to the next, and those collaborations have grown my channel. Now, the kind of collaborations, so I recommend to people that, you have to find what works for you, but definitely try collaborations, and there's different kinds of collaborations. But the kind of collaboration that has not worked for my channel is me to just hook up with one other art channel, like just one other. Usually it's always an art. I've never collaborated with a non-art channel. So, okay.
Till now.
What now? What's that?
You haven't collaborated with a non-art channel until now, because I'm not really an art channel, though I am an artist.
Well, this is
not an art channel.
So this interview, you call it, this is a collaboration?
Yep. Anything that is not your specific genre for your channel and it's with another creator, whether it's here on YouTube or any other thing, is a collaboration.
So, okay, that could include interviews. What else?
Interviews, doing podcasts like you did not too long ago.
Yeah.
That's all collaboration. Anytime you're doing content that is not specifically just you and it's with somebody else, that's collaboration.
Oh.
That's one reason I have this series that I do here on Thursdays, is why do you do what you do, is to help other content creators, whether they're YouTubers, whether they're live on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, even if they're just podcasters, just like in the Bleedo challenge now. That's why I've got the tutorials to do audio only. That way they have that ability to be able to gain the confidence and do their content, and then they can collaborate further with other content creators no matter what platform you're on.
Can you give more examples? Okay, interviews, what a podcast? Well, that was a podcast interview I recently had that somebody interviewed me.
That's a collaboration. Then your channel reviews that you do, that's a collaboration.
That's a collaboration?
Because it's not just you, it's another person on there with you. Anytime you're not doing it alone, it's a collaboration.
Oh. Okay, that's very interesting.
It's just one of the wonderful things that definitely can help you grow on your channel or in general, because of you being an artist, it might drive more traffic to your Etsy shop. Because somebody heard your story on the podcast, they might now become a subscriber on your YouTube, or maybe they'll find you on Facebook. Anytime that you're on another channel or on another platform, or you have somebody on with you, that's a collaboration. And it's potential to get more of an audience from that other person compared to just being your own subscribers and viewers.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting. So well, the kind of collabs that have not worked so well for me are me of me with another art channel, and we each on our channel we each create something under a certain theme, and then we say, okay, you go over and check that I'm collaborating with her, go over and check out her, go over, she's a great channel, go over and check out her what she did, and then they're supposed to come over to me, and then I know a friend that has worked for her, where it really helped grow her channel a lot with a bigger channel. She did that kind of collaboration with a bigger channel, and that other artist's audience really loved her. But for me, those kind of collaborations, they have not grown my channel. Like their audience doesn't come. Yeah, it's weird. Maybe I'll try it again. I don't know.
Maybe what we'll have to do is do another collaboration of you and I, and maybe do an art one, because I'm an artist. I work with all kinds of different stuff.
Yes.
I paint. Occasionally I draw, but not so much anymore because I have to use a magnifier to do it. But I do woodworking, metalworking, painting. I do all kinds of stuff. So maybe that'll be something we could do too.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, nice to see you here, bro. Enjoyed watching your live stream in the challenge earlier. And thank you both, by the way, for participating in the challenge. I greatly appreciate having you and Paul and everybody in the challenge. I can't thank you all enough, because it's thanks to you guys in Lita when we did that in August that I've been able to grow as much as I have personally for being on camera, because with having you and Paul in the Lita challenge with me made me a lot more comfortable to be able to talk.
Yeah. Wow.
Because I felt like I was going to be like the major outcast in Lita because of being the only blind person. And then I seen you and Paul, and it's like, yay, I'm not alone. I was so nervous, and then with you guys being there, and then just in general how the rest of our Lita fam is with supporting and encouraging each other, it was freaking awesome. And I hope that by doing our Bleedo challenge that we can do the same thing for our participants that we have.
Oh yeah, I had a question about the Bleedo challenge. So are some of the questions you are going to gear them towards vision impaired people? Yep.
There's going to be a couple of them in there that I specifically gear towards us and being visually impaired. It's kind of going to be a two-part question because of having the
sighted people.
Yeah. I'm going to try breaking it into two, to where there's one specific for us in the visually impaired community to be able to answer, and then there's going to be one for the sighted part of the community to answer.
Okay, right. Oh, no, that was the last question.
Well, other than the fact of where people can find you or be able to reach out to you, but then this is the fun part of where we can open up questions to our viewers.
Okay, cool.
If anyone here in the live stream, whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch, or YouTube, if you have any questions for Diana, please feel free to put it into the chat. If you could, please put question in all caps so it's easier for us to be able to see it, would be greatly appreciated.
So you're simulcasting to Twitch also, Facebook and Twitch?
Yep. Yeah, I'm always streaming to 3 platforms when I go live. On Mondays, I go to YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook on my page. And then on Thursdays is Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. And if you're watching on Twitch, you can join us here on YouTube. You'll be able to participate more in the live chat, because for some reason, YouTube does not allow us to monitor that chat without another tab being open, and to have that tab open, it will get a super long delay on the stream, so I'm not able to watch and see if there is anybody there. So if you want to, you can join us here on YouTube and join the community.
Yeah, I thought it was tricky to. I tried simulcasting to YouTube and Facebook, and when I first started, I guess I had to get the hang of it. I was missing the people that were in Facebook, and then it was tricky to. Is there do you have a strategy for being able to follow the chats on Facebook and YouTube?
Facebook and YouTube chats and Twitter will come right into the normal chat.
Twitter also?
Yep, Twitter will come. All those chats will come right into the normal chat view, and then Twitch is the only one that does not allow for it to pop up automatically. You have to have a Twitch page open on a
Oh,
separate tab, and then you can read it there. But thanks to being in the conferences and learning more about how to do multi-streaming, they tell you focus on the ones that you have there in your stream with you, and then invite those from the other platforms to join you on your primary. Like right now we've got let's see here.
I had to switch back to look at the people in Facebook. I had to switch back to go into Facebook to be able to see who was there.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I was doing it wrong. Maybe I was doing it wrong. You're saying, what are you saying, that they should be showing up right in the main chat?
If you're on StreamYard, when you're
I was on
StreamYard.
I was on StreamYard.
Yeah, if you're on StreamYard, in your regular chat window that you have on the right-hand side, it will have a red symbol for those that are on YouTube, and then it comes up with a blue symbol for those that are on Facebook.
Oh, so I don't know what happened. I'm going to try it again and see what happens. Or can you? This probably is not possible. Can you? You probably can't. Stream to a Facebook group and to YouTube at the same time? Probably not to a group.
You can stream to any of them as long as you are the admin in that group. That's the only way.
Oh, okay. Because I do have an art group that I could. I want to try streaming in there. Like when I do a YouTube live stream, try to stream it into there too.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. There's been some confusion with people the last couple of weeks asking about how to do StreamYard into a group, and that's the one thing that they don't understand is you have to be an administrator. That's the only way.
But you can simulcast. So while I'm streaming to YouTube, I can also stream to the group at the same time?
Yes. As long as you're on one of the paid platforms to have StreamYard, then you can multi-stream into it. What you have to do is go into the group settings and then go all the way down to the bottom of the group settings, and it will say apps. You have to approve StreamYard to be an app that will function with the group, and then you'll be able to add it into your list of destinations to stream into it. If you need help, let me know and I will do another walkthrough and I'll show you how to do it.
Yeah, I would do a test run.
Yeah, because I just had to help out one of our Lita sisters the other day on figuring out how to do that. So if you need help with it, I can help you with that.
Okay, thank you.
A couple people were freaking out. They're like, you don't have to do this. It's like, I'm a StreamYard partner. I have to do this. It's my responsibility. If I'm going to benefit from the company, I should be able to help our community. That's the whole reason I got made a partner in the first place, is because of doing tutorials. Let's see here. I heard it wasn't. I have to give it a look. Thanks. Okay, I think I'm missing something here in the chat. Let's see. Hey, Laura, nice to see you here. Let's see. Pikachu just did her first stream. Was more accessible than I thought. Yeah, I can see that, Pikachu. There's a lot more on there than I've played with yet, but I can see it being accessible. I love being able to learn more about the different platforms. Greg, I'm not sure exactly how accessible it is, but I will be doing some more research and I will let you know, brother. Can you
I
do
could show
the
some artwork.
yeah.
Okay, I'll go get some. Oh, God. Fox.
Okay, Paul, what would you like me to do on Sunday?
Oh, I already know. I told you about it.
Okay, catch up in the chat here. Greg, yes, collaborations come in many variations. Definitely agree with you on that, Paul. Hopefully it is like that in Bleedo, just like it was for Lita. I'm hoping. I know we're only a small group, but I think it will work out pretty good. You know, we don't have to fight so much about making sure we're there to see everybody's streams when you got 560 people going live multiple times a day.
So this is alcohol ink painting.
Ooh, pretty.
But I don't always make pretty art. In my art journal, I do intuitive art and it's raw and expressive. So I do different styles of art. So yes, I have my pretty art. My pretty
No.
But I don't just do pretty art. I do raw expressive art too. So far it's in my art, only in my art journaling, but I'm starting an online class next week that's going to be run for 6 weeks, and it's all about intuitive, and it's all about intuitive painting and being very expressive and not worrying about pretty pictures.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you mix your own paint for the alcohol paints, or is that something you buy
I
at
don't
the
make
store?
my own. No, I do not make my own paint. I work in a very small space, and that would be too much. And I'm not really, that doesn't really interest me. Also, even when I had a bigger art studio, I never made my own paint.
Wow.
I know
That's
artists
pretty.
that do. Thank you. Yes, I know that there are ways with alcohol ink markers, you can make your own alcohol ink, but that doesn't interest me.
Mm-hmm.
This one is horizontal. Koi fish.
Nice. I don't think I'd ever be able to be that good at painting.
Oh. Is woodworking your strong point?
Yeah, woodworking, stonework, and metalwork.
Oh wow, stonework. Carving stone?
Yep. Yeah, I'm a traditional pipe maker. So I carve stone and I make fetishes out of the leftover stone.
Oh nice.
Yeah.
Those are available in my Etsy shop currently. Let me tell you, ridiculously reasonable prices for original art. I sell my original art in my Etsy shop for the price that people sell archival prints for.
Wow.
Mostly everything is under $100. I do have some things that are bigger pieces. I have to charge more. But for right now, I keep it at this price. The prices I do.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculously reasonable prices.
Good question, CK. CK's got a question for you, Diana. She wants to know
Yes.
what you mean by intuitive art.
Yeah, that could be a tricky, broad definition, and I'm going to learn more about exactly what it is when I start this 6-week online class. For now, the definition that I have for it is probably going to change, but one definition of intuitive art is you do not plan it ahead of time. You do not plan the painting ahead of time. You might have a feeling, like suppose you want to art out, like a friend of mine, she uses the term art it out. Like if she has anxiety, so dealing with her anxiety or depression or something like that. I could show you something in my art journal where I kind of arted it out.
This sounds like
I have a bad habit, a lifetime habit of beating myself up. So I actually did this piece called the title of it is I'll try not to beat myself up. And it was this distorted face, and I got such a big response from it. And in this women's Facebook art group that I'm in, they thought it was so powerful and raw to be able to express that.
Nice.
So arting out your feelings. That's part of intuitive painting, is arting out your feelings. So let me show an example of that.
Hey, that's another good question, Greg. Thank you.
And intuitive painting could also be it can also be, well, it can be about not, well, I already said, I get those are good enough definitions for right now.
All right, one more question for you from Greg. He wants to know if any of your artwork is tactile.
Let me say, like really, I have worked with texture. What textured work have I have done encaustic, which is hot wax, beeswax, painting with hot beeswax, and an oil painting and collage together.
Ooh.
And I love the smell of the painting. The beeswax smells so good, like the painting smells so good. The beeswax.
That's never one I've ever heard of before, so that's interesting.
Oh, it's ancient. It's one of the most ancient forms of painting. Encaustic. It was in the Fayum, Fayum, Fayum caves that they found these ancient paintings, and they're made of encaustic, which is painting with hot molten beeswax. It's one of the most ancient forms of painting.
Nice.
And I combine that with oil painting and collage, and those are some of my strongest art pieces. They're not for sale, and they're hanging throughout my house, and those are some of my strongest pieces that will not be for sale. And right now I do not have the art space for working with encaustic, but I do have texture paste. I like that it's this heavy texture paste, and I've done these like little miniature art where I did like pictures of the ocean, and made weight, like with the palette knife and texture paste, made like formations of waves and stuff. So then when I painted over it, so that's textured. I like using texture paste. I could use it more often. Oh yeah. Well, I could show. Well, here's one that was arting. This one was arting out, not beating myself up, but it was an issue that I was dealing with.
Oh wow. Cool.
So this is intuitive arting it out. This is intuitive painting and raw and expressive, I mean. And I do journaling. I do the writing. See, that's part of processing. You write, and it's all illegible writing. And I write out all my feelings, like stream of thought writing, all my feelings, just write them out, stream of thought. And then you transform it by painting over, doing art over top of the writing. You're writing about your feelings. Then it helps transform and process your feelings.
Wow. That's beautiful.
No,
I so wish I had that talent to be able to do painting and drawing like that. I don't have it steady enough.
It doesn't have to be pretty art. That's what I believe. A lot of artists believe this too. You can do this. You have to be able to give up the idea, well, does it have to be pretty art? No, you have to be able to accept your art as unique and expressive of yourself, of your uniqueness. It's a good way of dealing with feelings. See, that's the way I'm dealing with feelings instead of doing something unhealthy, consuming something unhealthy. That's what I've been doing lately is doing art and arting out feelings. So instead of consuming something unhealthy. Or maybe, and it probably helps with the negative thoughts too. So the negative thoughts aren't running around in your head so much. You're getting it out. I'm writing it out, and then the art helps transform the words and the feelings. It helps you process your feelings.
Here, since we're showing art, I'll show you some of the paintings I got done real quick. I'll be right back.
Let's see it.
Not to drop them on my head.
Oh, here's some tactile art. Here's some tactile art made with texture paste and glitter. It's very textured with texture paste and glitter.
All right.
Can you see the texture on this? This is one of my textured pieces.
Nice.
So this is textured with texture paste and also shiny glitter.
Okay, here's one of my blacklight pieces.
Oh, wow.
The cane glows in the dark.
For a black light?
Yeah.
I like how expressive. That's very expressive.
Green grass, blue sky, and a glowing cane.
Okay. Oh, it's on canvas.
Yeah. Yo, I've only got a few of them that are on like poster board. Otherwise, the rest of them are all on canvas. Yeah,
there's also mixed media paper and watercolor paper that you can use and that helps with storage because I can't store a lot of stretched canvases. So I paint a lot on 140-pound watercolor paper and mixed media paper because I don't have. I'm just worked in a ridiculously small art space right now.
Work in progress.
Nice. I like the positioning of the figure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a native doing ceremony.
So your painting is expressive and unique of who you are.
Blacklight Raven.
Is that a black? You said that's blacklight also?
Yep.
Oh, I love birds.
Got blacklight raven sitting underneath the moonlight. can't show that one because it'll violate YouTube standards.
So you currently paint like when you have the free time here and there?
Yeah.
That's good.
There we go. Here's another one. I can't tell how.
No, that's beautiful.
Oh, eagle in flight.
What medium is that? Acrylic or water acrylic?
Yeah, acrylic.
Yeah, that one's beautiful.
Which one's this? Oh, you might like this one. Ocean view.
Yes. And is there texture in the water there?
A little bit, not a whole lot because of it being layered paint, but there is a little bit of texture to the acrylic.
Yeah. Especially if you use heavy bodied acrylic, that costs a lot more though. But you can add, the thing is you can add mediums to your acrylic. Nice.
Yeah, nice little like ocean scenery view, sun over the water.
Yeah, I've done a bunch of them. Oh, one of them's hanging in the bathroom, but it's not one. I don't think it's one of my strongest pieces, but
this one is on poster board.
Oh, that reminds me. No, that reminds me of the moon, like the moon rising or setting.
Yeah, it's the sun rising, but the sun is out of copper acrylic, so it's reflective, metallic.
Oh, you have to move it so we can see. We can't see the copper. It looks like white. Oh, if you move. Oh, I see. Yes, I now. Oh, cool. I love metallic paints. I use gold metallic a lot.
And then
quite a number of paintings.
Oh yeah, I got a lot. My mom's got a lot of them hanging around the house too. And then the veterans will love this one, but it's different themed slightly. It's a POW MIA flag done for natives.
That's nice. I like the composition in that. And the colors.
I was trying to be different instead of having the standard POW MIA.
Yeah, right.
And then this is the last one I've got on poster board. The 4 Direction Wolves.
Oh, okay. And the symbol in the middle.
Yep,
that's Native American symbols, right?
Yep. Yep, a wolf with a feather in their hair.
Ah. Oh, thanks so much for sharing.
One of these days we'll have to do a collaboration for painting or something.
Yeah.
That's one reason I like your channel, because I'm learning more about painting through you, because right now I just pretty much wing it. However, I feel like painting, because that's one of my ways, like you were saying, with dealing with your depression and anxiety and stuff. That's one way I deal with it, is I do art. That's my outlet besides doing the live streams and expressing it here. If I'm in one of those bad moods, I go to doing my art, whether it's painting or woodworking, something like that. That's how I get myself out of that funk.
Yeah. I'm starting to do that more and more.
Yeah, that's how I got into doing a lot of my art. it helps me get over my depression and anxiety and focus on something else rather than beating myself up all the time.
Oh, yeah. I like working in different styles. So sometimes I like to make something beautiful and or lovely, pretty, one, and then now, but there's other times I want to do the raw, expressive type of art. And then there's meditative art, which I consider more spiritual art, that I've done that too.
Nice. All right, let's see what we have in the chat here for a minute. All right, Greg left us. Sorry I didn't see that sooner, Greg. I know you'll be back on the replay, so I hope you have a good day.
Greg was the one he's the only one that had questions, wasn't he?
Yeah, him and CK so far. CK says, Diana, you're brave to work with glitter. That stuff is so hard to clean up. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that one, CK, because I don't know if I'd want to work with glitter so much. I'd be afraid of getting it everywhere.
Oh gosh. No, that's nothing compared to working with glitter with children. When I taught 500 children a week.
Holy, yeah, no.
And so when you do not put out glitter in the classroom. You have to be so controlled with the glitter when you're working with glitter and kids, and the kids love the glitter. So I would have a table, have the separate table, and they'd be sitting in groups, and I'd call groups that were behaving. I'd say, okay, yellow group can come over. You can come over, have your glue, or sometimes they should have their glue already on their paper, or sometimes they come to the glitter table and put their glue on, and then we control the glitter in one place. You cannot just put out glitter to children at
yeah, it'd be a mess everywhere.
But then the glitter falls off. It always falls off pictures, and it gets everywhere. Like even after it's all dried, even after it's all dried, it always falls off, and it always gets everywhere. Even when you even after the pictures are dry.
Yeah, that's my thing. That's what scares me. Is it's like I don't want to make a mess making my art, and then it's going to be a mess after it's dry too.
Oh no, I am making that is. There was one that I do make a mess sometimes, and I did this painting recently, and I said to my husband, look at this is a mess, and he didn't think it looked like a mess. I said, this painting looks like a mess, doesn't it? And he said, no, it doesn't. I just spattered on paint. I just hot pink, orange, and whatever, and I didn't care if the colors clashed. Like I try to use clashing colors sometimes, like lavender and red. And then it turns out it makes a really good skin tone. I was like, let me just make this face any old colors. And I'm using lavender and red. I start off with red, and I think, what would clash with that? And I'm like, lavender. And it's like, no, it turns out red and lavender make really good make a pretty good skin tone.
Nice. Well, thank you, CK. Greatly appreciated. Paul, I have done one wolf so far with the full moon, but it's not blacklight, but I will be doing one in the near future. I actually got it started, but he's
asking you, he's doing a painting, or he asking you about your painting?
He told me I should do a blacklight wolf with the full moon.
Oh yeah, tonight's the full moon, the harvest moon. Or they call it the hunter's moon or the harvest moon.
Yep. Hi, Vicky. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I love doing art. It's a good outlet to relax.
Yeah. If you're not too much of a perfectionist, that's the thing. Like I want to try to break through that too.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectionism. Like sometimes I get paralyzed. I'm like, oh, what's the right place? Where's the right place? Where? Oh, should I put that color there? Should I put that color there? And then I'm like, this is not fun. I'm trying to define. I need to find the art that is fun for me, like which I'm doing. I'm exploring.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've done a lot of art where I love the results afterwards, and I'm so proud, and I'm like, wow, I like feel that very accomplished. Like, oh, I got through that, and it feels like an accomplishment, and I feel good about myself. But during the process itself was pain. Sometimes it's painstaking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's been my downfall with doing my art is I beat myself up because I want it to look perfect. It's like I don't want to have a line that's supposed to be straight, slightly off straight, or have my brush leave like an extra little mark behind or something like that. So I'll beat myself up and then I'll go back through and I'll do my best to wipe out that area that I screwed up on and redo it.
See, now I think that's okay to work like that sometimes. For me, that's okay to work like that sometimes, but I can't tolerate working like that all the time anymore, because then there's no joy in it. So then I need to also work in I also need to work in a different art styles, like where it's okay to make mistakes, and I'm going to embrace the mistakes. And that's part of this online class that I'm going to be taking, where it is embracing your mistakes and all this stuff. And it's going to be pretty interesting to. It's actually not about technique. She says, she's not teaching technique. She's teaching actually how to get more in touch with your intuition.
Yes, Paul, there are ceremonies for the full moon, and unfortunately, no, I am not doing one tonight because thanks to this wonderful situation we're in, it is not really being done the way that it should be. For the most part, from what I've heard within our community, if people are going to do ceremonies tonight, it's going to be individually, not in a gathering like we should be. And what we do is a sacred fire. Excuse me. And each of the clans has a different responsibility for what they're supposed to do. And then on top of that, for being able to do it for the full moon, we have women that will go out and do a water walk and gather water from one stream and then carry it a long distance and spread that water from one stream to another stream on the way to the ceremony.
That's beautiful.
And then we have a period where you would take a piece of cloth, red cloth, and tobacco, or in some cases, you might have old eagle feathers, or maybe a relative has walked on to the spirit world and you would take a picture and burn that picture to offer a prayer up to the creator. And that's one of the ways that we celebrate the full moon. There's plenty, each tribe's different, honestly, when it comes down to full moon ceremonies, but we all incorporate a lot of the same things. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to do a sacred fire because I'm within city limits now because of COVID making me homeless a few months ago. So I no longer have the place for me to host my own ceremonies like I used to. But I will be at least doing my prayers and everything like I would usually. In fact, I think just because I can't do ceremony tonight, I might actually do a flute song tonight just to have some way of doing more of a ceremonial feel than having the sacred fire.
Yeah, that would be nice. You don't mean live? Do you mean live?
No. I probably could. Maybe I'll do that within the group.
Oh, okay. Which group? The Consult the Blind Guy group?
Mm-hmm. Or maybe
Live streaming group?
Yeah, I could probably do it in the live streaming group or even in
To
Consult the Blind
both.
Guy. Or
Could you?
yeah, I could do it in the both as well because I have an admin, so I could stream. Maybe that's what I'll do. All right, we are at the top of the hour.
Oh, okay.
So if anybody has any more questions, real quick before we close out today's episode, please feel free to drop it into the chat real quick. If you're watching this in the replay and you have any questions for me or for Diana, feel free to drop your comment down there with question in all caps if you would please, and Diana or I will be able to respond to that comment for you.
Yeah, and the way to contact me is Artfully Blind with Diana is the name of my YouTube channel. You just type in that. And it comes up.
Yep, I've got your link also in the description for those that want to be able to find you as well.
Oh yeah, and then my Etsy shop, there's direct link to that on my channel banner or my about section, both places. There's direct button links.
All right, I will go to your channel and grab that and put that in the description as well. Thank you, CK. Greatly appreciated.
And then Tuesdays and Wednesday morning, I live stream doing anybody interested in a channel review or shout out. I do on-screen shout outs and I do a basic channel review.
And you said this Sunday at noon on your channel, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I do the channel reviews and shout outs Tuesdays and Wednesday mornings from 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But the first Sunday of every month on my channel for the YouTube blind community. Yes, YouTube blind community, 12 noon p.m. Eastern Standard Time. YouTube blind community open. We have a scheduled topic, but we can always open it up to open topic, and we invite people from the chat to come up on the panel. Whoever would like to join in the discussion in the chat or come up on the panel, join us on the panel. We invite people from the chat to. It's not scheduled. I mean, you don't have to be a scheduled guest. That's this Sunday. It's always the first Sunday of the month, 12 noon p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's already. If you go to my channel, it's already there. You can set a reminder. Nice. It's already scheduled. So then right on the home page, if somebody was interested, they can set a reminder.
Nice. Yep. You'll be able to see me there. I'm usually there with Diana and Paul.
Oh yes, Andrew joins us, but the topic for this weekend, I mean this month, and like I said, it can open up, and it doesn't have to stay on the scheduled topic, but we usually start off with something. It's going to be with depression and anxiety. Do you have depression and anxiety, and how do you deal with it, whether you're sighted or have a vision impairment?
Nice. Good topic, because we were just talking about it a little bit ago.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to be showing my art on the panel and talking about that.
Right. It works.
Art.
Expressive art and getting over depression is definitely a good way to do art as well, because you have more of an expression within your art, I think, when you're dealing with stuff like that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wasn't able to show a piece because it's downstairs, but it was the piece I did called "I'll Try Not to Beat Myself Up." But in the women's Facebook group that I'm in, it got such a powerful, I got such a positive response that people were saying, "Oh, thank you for doing this piece, and thank you for like it was an inspiration to them, and they, I guess for them to like for them to try something that themselves.
Nice. It definitely helps. I know that because that's how I've managed to do so many different paintings is I'll get in the mood and it's like, okay, go grab the paints, grab the brushes, a little bit of water, and let's go to town.
Yeah, but you said, oh, sometimes you're in an inspired mood, and then sometimes you just want to art out your feelings.
Mm-hmm. Most of the time, that's what it is I'm gonna art out my feelings. That way, I focus on what I'm doing rather than what I keep thinking to myself in my own head.
Yeah. So you might want to try the where you just write, and it can be illegible writing. So even before you paint, you just start writing whatever's on your mind, and you just write, and it can be illegible writing. It's like stream of thought writing, and then you paint over, and then you do your art over top of that. But I love having words in art. That's the thing. I like it can be totally covered up where nobody even sees it afterwards if you don't like that showing through. But I happen to like that. Happen to like the writing showing through.
Nice. I never thought about doing it that way until now. So thank you for the idea. Paul, I am not sure what time I would do it, but if I do decide to play the flute tonight for the group, I will definitely tag you in it so you'll get notified.
Yeah, you can tag me too.
Yep, I can definitely do that. Hey, Grayscale Painting, thank you for joining us.
Oh,
We're getting
hi.
ready to close out here in just a second.
Hi, Grayscale Painting. Oh, one of my artist friends.
Nice. I think I've seen him on your channel a couple times.
Yes, he often he pops into my live streams.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, so Sunday, I'm actually having 2 live streams coming up. Tomorrow is my regular scheduled guest artist. We call it Ian Fun Friday. He's a he's an expert watercolorist, and but we keep it fun because it's Friday, so we call it Ian Fun Friday. And Paul usually joins us on panel, and a woman from the UK, she joins us on the panel, and then there's Ian and myself, and we all just kind of have fun while he paints, and we kind of talk and like have a laugh and goof around.
Nice.
And then that's usually every Friday. That's 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then this Sunday for the YouTube blind community, because it's the first Sunday of the month, 12 noon p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the YouTube blind community. Depression and anxiety and how you deal with it, whether you're a sighted person or vision impaired. We're going to start off with that topic, and then we can open it up. We can always open it up to open topic. And we invite people from the chat to come on, join us on the panel.
Nice. All right, I'm not seeing any more questions come in. So thank you again, Diana, for joining me today. Greatly appreciated.
Thank you, Andrew.
And if you are here watching this live, I thank you for joining us today. It is greatly appreciated. If you're watching this in the replay, feel free to comment below if you have any questions or comments for possible art pieces that you would like to possibly see here on my channel, or maybe have an idea for something that you would like to see Diana do, or have questions about art that she might be able to help you with, feel free to comment below. I will be able to share those comments with her and be able to respond to them for you. Don't forget to check the description below. Her link to her channel is in there right now, and I will be updating it with a link to her Etsy store as well after this stream. Make sure you take a look at those, see if you might find something there you want.
Yeah, I have ridiculously reasonable prices for original art. There, you would think, oh no, I can't afford it. A lot of people think, oh no, I can't afford original art. Yes, you can afford my original art. You got to go take a look.
Definitely. I will go grab that link here in just a second and put it in the description for you. It is greatly appreciated that you joined me today. Thank you all for being here on the live stream and chatting with us and asking questions. Greatly appreciated. I hope all of you have a wonderful evening or day, depending on where you are in the world.
Full moon tonight. But if there's different people celebrate in different ways, or some people don't pay attention at all, or something. Some people, yeah. I'm doing something tonight.
Nice. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. Besides, I have to eat dinner and possibly do a live stream within our groups for playing the flute and emailing everybody for tomorrow's mission.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so an artist friend suggested a full moon ritual ceremony for release and for gratitude. So I'm going to be, it's a short thing. I'm going to be doing that, and yeah.
Nice.
And recharging crystals. I only have 2 crystals plus my chakra. I just have 2 chakra thing. But clear crystal quartz and my lapis lazuli. I don't do it because I forget, but tonight I'll remember.
Nice. It sounds like a plan.
Yeah, and I will be able to use the fire because we have an outdoor fireplace. We have a fire pit and we have an outdoor fireplace, but I'll be able to burn the thing I'm going to burn in my outdoor fireplace.
Nice. Thank you, Pikachu. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Hey, Sammy. Thanks for being here. You too, Danny McKenna. Greatly appreciated. I hope you all have a wonderful day or evening, depending on where you are in the world. And we will see you Sunday over on Diana's channel at 12 noon Eastern time for the blind panel discussion. You can
sighted people are invited too. You don't have to be vision impaired. Sighted people are invited too.
Yep. And then you can be sure to check out the description below for links to Diana's channel as well as her Etsy shop. Thank you all again for being here. It is greatly appreciated, and we will see you next time here on Monday at 3 p.m. And then from now on Thursdays at 5 p.m. will be this series of Why Do You Do What You Do?
What's your series on Monday?
That is the Q&A for all of the videos. Yep. And then I will be sending you the link to that as well in just a minute. I will see you all on Monday, if not sooner, depending on if you come and visit us on Sunday for the panel. and I look forward to seeing you all there. Thanks again for joining me, Diana. Greatly
You're
appreciated.
welcome, and thank you.
And we'll see you soon.
Okay, bye.